Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
When the Browns purchased the Coyote Pass property in Flagstaff, Arizona, it was meant to be the family's dream location, a sprawling, multi-acre estate where each wife would build her own home, but remain close enough to foster the plural lifestyle. This was around season 13 of Sister Wives, when Kody uprooted the family from Las Vegas and sold 4 homes to pursue this new dream. But problems began immediately. The property was never properly subdivided. Building was delayed. Permits weren't secured. Kody's grand plans fizzled into indecision, and what should have been a new beginning became a bitter symbol of dysfunction. For years, Janelle tried to make it work, even parking an RV on the land. Meanwhile, Meri seemed increasingly distanced and displaced. As Christine exited the family and moved to Utah, giving up her share of the land, Meri and Janelle became more vocal about their uncertainty regarding ownership, financial contributions, and legal rights. Section 2. Kody's control of the assets, a one-man operation? Although the wives were supposed to share ownership in both principle and practice, Kody has long been suspected of holding the actual title deeds in his name or in the family trust, controlled by himself and possibly Robin. In the show, we watched as financial ambiguity became a major point of contention. Janelle revealed she had put her own money toward the land and wasn't getting clarity on whether she would ever see a return. Meri, who had been emotionally abandoned by Kody for years, appeared even more isolated in financial matters. There were whispers, both on the show and among fans, that Robin was Kody's favored legal wife for a reason. Her name could legally appear beside his on the paperwork while the others had little to no recourse. This imbalance in the financial structure seems to have been what ultimately prompted Janelle and Meri to consult legal professionals. And after years of failed internal negotiations, they have now taken the battle to the courts. Section 3. Legal notices filed, what we know so far. According to insider reports and fan speculation based on leaked court records, legal notices were filed by Janelle and Meri Brown in early 2025. Requesting that a judge enforce the return or financial compensation of their share of Coyote Pass. These legal actions are not mere reality TV stunts. They are official notices of claim, likely referencing breach of fiduciary duty, unjust enrichment, and possibly partition of property under Arizona law. Let's break this down. Breach of fiduciary duty: if Kody controlled the property on behalf of the family and acted in his own interest, e.g., favoring Robin, that may constitute a breach. Unjust enrichment: if Janelle or Meri put money toward the land or maintenance but are now being excluded from profit, such as if the land sells, they may claim reimbursement. Partition of property: if the land was co-owned or expected to be, a judge can force a sale or reallocation of interest. The notice is likely a prelude to a full-blown lawsuit unless Kody either returns the assets or offers a buyout. Section 4. Janelle's position, financial clarity and independence. Janelle has always been the practical, money-savvy wife. She worked outside the home, handled budgeting, and often reminded viewers that she was investing in the family's future through Coyote Pass. But when Christine left, Janelle began to question everything, including her loyalty to a system that didn't serve her. In a memorable moment, she revealed she had nothing in her name, despite contributing financially for decades. That realization led her toward separation, and now, clearly, toward legal justice. Her demand seems to focus on 2 outcomes. Return of land ownership: either she receives her rightful share of the property title. Compensation: if the land has been sold or reallocated, particularly amid the $1.5 million sale rumors, she wants her share of the profits. This is not about revenge for Janelle. It's about fairness and financial autonomy, something she's been craving since her departure from the marriage. Section 5. Meri's case: years of emotional and financial neglect. Meri's journey is more emotionally charged. She was Kody's first wife, spiritually and legally. Over the years, their relationship deteriorated to near estrangement. Kody himself said publicly that he no longer considered himself married to Meri, though she clung to the idea of reconciliation longer than expected. But while fans sympathized with her emotional pain, what has flown under the radar is how Meri was financially sidelined for years. She stayed in rental homes, invested in her own B&B in Utah, and kept her finances separate, yet she still contributed family money to Coyote Pass. And now, like Janelle, she's been left with no land, no return, and no recognition. Her legal filing may be a way to finally break free on all fronts, emotional, financial, and spiritual. By demanding what she's owed, Meri is reclaiming her voice and forcing Kody to acknowledge the economic harm he caused. Section 6, Robyn's role, the alleged beneficiary. While the legal notices are directed at Kody, the elephant in the courtroom is undoubtedly Robyn Brown. As Kody's only legal wife, she holds a unique position, and it is widely assumed that she and Kody co-own much of the property. If Janelle and Meri's claims go to trial, Robyn could be called to testify or may be named in future filings. There is already deep resentment among the ex-wives over how Robyn appeared to become Kody's financial partner in a way that the others never were. If the property was funneled toward benefiting Robyn's household while the others were cut out, a judge may see this as preferential treatment, and potentially unlawful depending on what agreements were made behind the scenes. Section 7, the emotional fallout. Can this family ever heal? It's one thing to separate emotionally. It's another to sue someone you once considered family. For Meri and Janelle, filing legal notices is likely a last resort. But the emotional toll cannot be understated. Janelle once referred to Kody as her best friend. Meri stuck by him longer than anyone expected. Now, both are turning to the courts to seek justice from a man they once trusted with their lives, homes, and children's futures. The courtroom may bring closure, but it also marks the final nail in the coffin of the Brown family dream. Section 8, Fans react, support, outrage, and speculation. Fan response to the legal news has been overwhelmingly supportive of Janelle and Meri. Viewers have watched for years as these women were dismissed, ignored, and minimized. Many are calling this long overdue. Reddit threads, YouTube breakdowns, and TikTok reactions are full of applause for Janelle's strength and Meri's unexpected boldness. Others speculate that TLC may capitalize on this legal drama for season 20, possibly rebranding the series to focus on the ex-wives rather than Kody. Still, some fans wonder, will Kody fight back? Or will he settle to avoid the public embarrassment? Section 9, what happens next, trial, settlement, or closure? There are 3 likely outcomes of the legal notices. Out-of-court settlement, Kody may offer to pay a lump sum to Meri and Janelle to avoid trial. Forced sale or reassignment, a judge may force Kody to return their legal interest or divide the profits from any land sales. Full-blown court case, if things escalate, this could go to a televised trial, a media storm TLC would likely exploit for ratings. In any case, Janelle and Meri are not backing down. Their notices signal a new era, one where they are no longer bound by spiritual guilt, patriarchal pressure, or emotional manipulation. They are standing up, lawyer in hand, demanding what is rightfully theirs. Conclusion, the end of Kody's kingdom? Kody Brown built his household on faith, trust, and unity, but in 2025, that house has crumbled. With Christine long gone, Janelle and Meri launching legal action, and Robyn increasingly isolated, Sister Wives has shifted from a family drama to a legal thriller. The filing of legal notices is more than just a courtroom battle, it's a symbolic revolution. These women have reclaimed their power. They've spoken out, taken control, and now demand justice for years of unfair treatment. In the end, the land Kody hoped would unite the family may instead become the very battleground that dissolves his legacy, and empowers the women he tried to keep under his rule. Sister Wives, Kody and Robyn talk about whether or not they would ever go back to plural marriage. This season of Sister Wives highlighted more drama in the Brown family's life than ever before. Season 19 of the reality show included several unexpected problems, like the court fight over a piece of land called Coyote Pass. Another sad thing that happened a lot during the season was the death of family member Garrison, who was just in his mid-20s at the time. The family buried Garrison in a grave in Wyoming, but it was the first time many of them had been together since they broke up with the head of the family, Kody. In the season's special one-on-one episodes, Kody and his final remaining wife, Robyn, opened out about whether they would ever explore multiple marriage again. Kody admitted that he might go back to plural marriage. In his special one-on-one episode, Kody spoke with interviewer Suki Krishnan about his dating history, and if he'd ever contemplate marrying other partners. Longtime viewers of the show will recall that, at one point, Kody had a maximum of 4 wives, while he only remained officially married to the youngest, Robin. Christine was the first of Kody's wives to formally say she was breaking up with him in late 2021. Once she started the ball rolling, it wasn't long until his partners Meri and Janelle soon followed suit. Christine talked about how she and Kody weren't as close physically and emotionally toward the end of their marriage, and Janelle said that Kody would try to attack the women when he found out they wanted to break up with him. When it was time for Kody's one-on-one episode, it appeared like he arrived prepared to set the record straight from his point of view. Some viewers remarked how readily defensive he grew during the questions, and some even thought he seemed to be angry during the conversation. At one point in the episode, Suki pointed out that, now that Kody's exes Christine, Meri, and Janelle had all opted to separate from him, he was technically in a monogamous relationship with Robin. She proceeded to ask if, further down the line, whether Kody might see himself going back to polygamy, much like the faith he grew up with believes in. Kody was solid in his answer, evidently having thought over the topic beforehand, and he didn't mince his words when he responded. In fact, Kody could not have been more open in proclaiming his wish to steer far away from the type of polygamy he once practiced years ago. Kody was a touch rude in his statements, going on to explain why multiple marriage didn't appeal to him any longer. "I'm not interested in plural marriage anymore. I don't want to pursue another woman because I don't want the headache. I'm not in that space," he added. That said, Kody did underline that the one nice thing that came of plural marriage was his kids, noting that he was glad for the experience that brought him all those children. Robin holds the same belief as Kody, but with a slight twist. For her part, Robin also indicated that she didn't think she'd go back to multiple marriage again, albeit she viewed it from a different standpoint. That is, she claimed that she'd always assumed she would live out her life with multiple marriage, and she perceived the way things had gone with Kody as taking the life she envisioned away from her. That said, Robin did double down that she would always choose her husband, making it obvious that she felt secure in their relationship as it currently stands. Certainly Robin and Kody aren't the only ones in the family to find themselves leaving multiple marriage behind. One of his exes, Christine, has now gone on to remarry, and she now says that she was always designed for monogamy. She added that she and her new partner, David Woolley, are perfectly comfortable in a dynamic of 2. An aggressive cancer diagnosis has been revealed by the star of Sister Wives. Sister Wives, Janelle Brown's cancer history. Janelle is not a cast member who has just been diagnosed with cancer. However, the Sister Wives star had already had precancerous lesions removed from her nose. She had a basal cell carcinoma excised soon after the COVID-19 epidemic. She also posted a selfie of herself with a wound on her lips, captioned, "I go in annually to have a head-to-toe check. Today, I had 2 precancerous spots frozen and a little lump removed off my lip." Jen's husband had a devastating cancer diagnosis. Jen, Meri Brown's friend, recently resorted to social media to reveal tragic news about her spouse. The Sister Wives star revealed that her husband was diagnosed with sarcoma, a rare and severe illness. Jen explained that her spouse has been receiving radiation treatments since February. During his therapy, he also had a 3rd tumor removed. Jen also stated that her husband's recuperation has been unpleasant. But she is grateful that he is gradually regaining his vigor. Jen admitted that she didn't inform her children about it for a long time so they could concentrate on their homework. However, they decided to inform them and reassure them that their father is on the mend. Many admirers flocked to Jen's comments section to wish her hubby a speedy recovery. Sister Wives, Meri Brown shares new project with Jen. Despite her husband's cancer scare, Jen continues to collaborate with Meri Brown. Recently, the two featured in an interview titled "Salty Birches." They discussed how Meri is an ex-polygamist and Jen is a strict and proud monogamist. The interview was packed with humor from the start. Aside from the interview, Jen and Meri enjoy interacting with Sister Wives followers via Instagram live streams, which they call Fridays with Friends. Kody admitted that he might go back to plural marriage. In his special one-on-one episode, Kody spoke with interviewer Suki Krishnan about his dating history, and if he'd ever contemplate marrying other partners. Longtime viewers of the show will recall that, at one point, Kody had a maximum of 4 wives, while he only remained officially